Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Boulevard Pale Ale. Boulevard Brewing Company is in Kansas City, Missouri, which is my home state. It was established in 1989. This is their first beer. It says here, right on here, they're our original. The first keg of beer ever produced and delivered was November 17th, 1989. That would have been the day I turned 9 years old. This beer is 5.4% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs. They actually have this on the bottle. I don't know if you can see that or not. I love Boulevard beers. And so maybe that means I'm biased, but I don't know. Maybe I also feel like they always produce good quality beers. It's not really a whole lot from them that I haven't enjoyed, except for maybe styles that I'm just not familiar with. The cap's pretty cool. It's got, I don't know if you call it like a scrimshaw looking design of the brewery downtown, southern part of downtown Kansas City on Southwest Boulevard. So yeah, the company was established in 1989. And that's this being their first beer. The date, I'm guessing, yeah, the best by date is March 10th, 2020. So we still got time on this. I bought this as a part of a sampler pack. This is one of them they usually throw in there, being that it's their original. Kind of like when you get a Samuel Adams sampler pack, you're always going to get the Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Or if you get a Blue Moon variety pack, you're always going to get the original Blue Moon. So this is typically going to be a part of all of their variety packs. But this is a 12-ounce bottle. They come in 12-ounce cans, and you can find it on draft. So, and especially the closer you get to Kansas City, the more likely you're going to find it on draft. So let's go ahead and give it a pop. Ooh, lots of water vapor. Oh, that's fine. That's good. So, and the website suggested a pint glass. So I got this is kind of like a pub style glass. Maybe you might call it like an English pint. So give it a nice aggressive pour. People are going to be like, what are you doing? I'm allowing it to breathe. I'm allowing it to open up. You know, so I'm going to let this sit here. Look at that khaki colored head. Lots of bubbles. Almost like as if it was nitrogen infused. Obviously it's not. I allowed all the carbon dioxide to release. That's what you're supposed to do. This may have been a tad too aggressive, but I really don't care. It's going to be fine. It's only going to help the flavor. You know, if I was to sit there and just pour it down the side of the glass and not let it build up hardly any head, it's going to bloat my belly up and give me a stomach ache and make me uncomfortable. So, but anyway, and also the foam, the head, is where you get a lot of the aroma from. So if you really want to smell what's in a beer, from what I can tell on the website, they use caramel malts and Cascade hops. So I don't know if that's just a basic overview or if there's more detailed, if there's more to it than just that. Maybe that's the primary grain and hops that they use, but it could be the only one. I don't know if it's a single malt and single hop variety beer. So let's get a little smell on it. You smell the sweet toasted malts. It's it's got that kind of copper color to it. I'm using a little office space here to kind of, it's a little brighter. It's brighter than what's in my home. My home's so dim. I don't have good lighting. Some nice, utility lights in here. But yeah, it's not super clear. A lot of Boulevard beers are bottle conditioned, so they're going to be a bit hazy. They'll have a little bit of yeast that they put into the bottle to help it to continue maturing, and I guess it would be like a second fermentation. So yeah, so it's going to be a little bit cloudy because of that. It's not like completely unfiltered, but man, I'm actually surprised that the head's starting to come together. It's leaving some nice rings, some nice lacing. So it is got the Cascade hops are kind of they're not like well, yeah, I don't think they're not like lemony or anything like that. It's kind of a grassy or piney Yeah, maybe more like a piney hops, not grassy. It smells good. It smells really good. It smells just as good as it looks. So why don't we go ahead and give it a sip? Oh, Caleb like. Yeah, I like that a lot. This is a good one. If you've ever had Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, probably one of their most popular beers as well, then you would love the Boulevard Pale. Schlafly Pale Ale in St. Louis would be a lot like this. Now I don't know the difference between like an English Pale Ale and then an American, some people would call this an APA instead of an IPA, an American Pale Ale. So I don't know what the difference in style. I wonder if the American variety is a little more robust in flavor. Because I think, in the United States, when they started doing home brews and stuff, they tend to get carried away with some of their styles. If you notice the IPA craze, things like that, it just kept going up, up, and up, and up, and up, and up. So I don't know if the English Pale Ales are going to be as bombastic in flavor. They may be a little lighter, a little thinner. I know their ABVs over there are lower than they are here. So 5.4, about 5.5%, that's pretty good. It's a little heavier than typical, but not by much. You're getting close to like what a Bud Ice or something like that would be, but this isn't a lager, this is an ale. Let's go ahead and put some more in here. Oh yeah, very lively. You can tell with these bottle conditioned beers, sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, they're still gonna just kind of erupt on you a little bit because they're alive. They are living beers. Stuff like this is supposed to be good for your stomach, more so than pasteurized beers. Yeah, this is a classic. This really is. If you're from the Midwest or anywhere, but now that Boulevard is owned by Duvel, it helps them to get a much wider distribution. Obviously, it might help them to get international distribution into other countries. It definitely helped them to expand their product line to get a lot more different varieties of beers and get into a lot of the real specialty stuff. Their smokestack series is pretty awesome. Their Tank 7, which is like their farmhouse ale, is super popular. They've got all sorts of like barrel-aged beers and things like that. And flavored ones with chocolate and fruit flavor. They got sours. I mean, you go to their website, it gives a great explanation of what they carry yearly, seasonally, and what their specialty beers are and all. And it tells you what kind of glass to pour it in, and it gives you a good description of the aroma and the flavor, things like that. I think it used to be a little better about describing the actual ingredients of what they use in their beer. I kind of missed that. So Boulevard, if you happen to watch this, it'd be cool if you did. Let us know what the ingredients are. Break it down for us. Help us beer nerds that want to know. So yeah, this being a craft beer and this being a working class beer review, I wouldn't probably buy this all the time, but this particular variety, this flavor, I enjoy, so I would get it more often than I would others. I tend to buy the variety packs because in their variety packs at Boulevard, they have like this, it's like a test market series. They got a couple flavors at their tasting room series. And some of them were traditional style and some of them were a little, like they had one that was like an oatmeal raisin cookie ale. And it actually wasn't bad. It wasn't as sweet as I thought. I thought it was gonna be like super sweet, but it wasn't. But it definitely had like the spice, like the cinnamon and, and the raisin tone to it. So it was pretty cool. But they've had rye ales. They've had extra pale ale. So it was like a lighter version of this, essentially, it seemed like. They had Hefeweizens and all that. So definitely check their website out. And if you haven't tried Boulevard beer and it is in your area, definitely give it a shot. They're not going to disappoint. Their quality standards are amazing. And they have a huge horizon ahead of them. They're just going to keep going, I can tell. So let me take another sip. I love it. I really do. I mean, you can't beat a good pale ale. If you've broken that threshold out of American lagers, you know, it's got a lot of character, but it's not overpowering. It might seem overpowering the very first time you try it if you're a regular Bud Light drinker, but it's really not. It's very well balanced. It's got hop character to it, noticeable hop character to it, but it's not too much. And it's not super sweet. It's got a sweetness to it, but you know, it's a great balancing act. They've got it really weighed out perfectly. But thank you for taking the time out to watch this review. Yeah, thanks a lot. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know in the comments, and you know, let me know how I'm doing. If I can do anything better, do anything differently, I don't mind hearing from you guys. So let me know, and I will see you guys later.